The Book of the Dead.
Oh, the words. Klaatu Verdata. Loch this monster episode.
Groovy.
So happy Halloween, guys. This is the culmination of all of my October Halloween episodes, and all of those videos are available on the channel. Feel free to check them out. I did some retro-themed jack-o'-lanterns, some scary horror villains that who has the highest kill count in their respective horror movies. I really enjoy that one. Check that one out too if you get the chance. And of course, this, like I said, is the culmination of October. So what I wanted to do this year was originally start out with video game jump scares. That video has been done to death, so I started talking to some of my YouTube buddies on one of the Facebook communities, and we kind of did a collaboration of scary ambiance, scary music, jump scares of course, and just some of our favorite horror characters. So I hope you really enjoy it, and let's see what everyone has for you. So the first clip is from a horror-based series that I really enjoy. I talked about it on last year's Halloween-themed episode, and it's from the Dead Space series. Now, when I first saw this part, I kind of expected something like this to happen because you're going into the nursery, but it still was very unsettling. Not necessarily a jump scare, but if you haven't played it before, you'll see what I mean, and if you have played the series before, I think you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about.
This is my boomstick!
You guys want to talk about jump scares and the scariest video games you've ever seen? Resident Evil, Silent Hill, Dead Space, Haunting Ground. All child's play compared to what I'm going to show you now. Something so scary that it haunts your dreams. The music is spine-tingling. It spreads agony across the land. As soon as you see it, you can't unsee it. Something so scary, there's no word to describe it. Put the kids to bed early for this one. I don't want to be blamed for this nightmare. Ladies and gentlemen, the scariest video game of all time. Falling Stars for the PlayStation 2.
Hail to the king, baby.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Jordie Kong. My brother, the Loch Ness Monster, asked me to talk a little bit about the scariest video game that I ever played, and I decided to select the Resident Evil remake. It was released in about 2002, if I remember correctly. I was about 16 years old, and I played that game on the GameCube. And for the most part, I wasn't really too scared of the game, but there was one thing in particular that scared the shit out of me, and that was the Shark Tank puzzle. I think it was called the Aqua Ring. I just remember having to maneuver around that sumbitch, and then him just randomly waking up and flailing all over the place, and yeah, it just terrified me, and that game will forever stand out in my mind just because of that one particular scene, and I had to choose that game. Honorable mention would be The Evil Within, which I only played recently. I didn't play too much of it. Another game that was pretty damn realistic and pretty damn scary. Anyway, those are my picks. Talk to you guys soon. Happy Halloween, y'all.
I got news for you, pal. You ain't leading but two things right now. Jack and shit. And Jack left town.
So my most memorable jump scare in a video game has to be on the original PlayStation Resident Evil. I remember when my best friend got a PlayStation. We always hung out at his house and played it. And he had Resident Evil. So I was playing it and I was like, oh, this game looks pretty cool. And it had zombies in it. And I remember I got to the part where the dogs jumped through the window. And oh my god, that scared the shit out of me. I was like, whoa, what the hell is going on here? I did not see that coming at all. and it was the first time I actually played, I guess, like a horror video game, so I was never used to anything like that at the time. So this was all new to me, and I'm like, oh my god, that scared the shit out of me. So, yeah, definitely my most memorable jump scare has to be when the dogs jump through the window in the original Resident Evil. Oh my god. I almost had a heart attack.
I'll swallow your soul!
Come get some.
I don't like that noise. Ah, deodorant. Ah! Jesus Christ! Son of a bitch! Fucking rat! Was it a badger or a rat? I'm gonna get Sam killed. I'm gonna get... Oh, Jesus Christ. Somebody played a prank.
Give me some sugar, baby.
Hi, this is Miles from Flock of Nerds. Flock of Nerds is a YouTube channel that I run with Catherine. Say hi, Catherine.
Hi, Catherine.
The craziest jump scare I have ever experienced was way back in the early 90s. A game called Friday the 13th for the NES. You play as a bunch of different camp counselors, you run around, and you know what? For most of us, we didn't know what we were doing. Now, the jump scare comes when you pick a counselor to go search a cabin. The game turns into first-person mode, and you start looking at walls, and you turn your screen. All of a sudden, freaking Jason Voorhees jumps out at you, and out of nowhere, and he's like tougher than Mike Tyson. You develop a fear like no other of Jason Voorhees. Scarier than the movies is searching a cabin and then turning around to a spot you've probably already checked, and all of a sudden, Jason is there. And he's looking at you, and he's like, oh, I'm gonna knock you out.
Yo, she-bitch. Let's go.
Hey, what's up, man? It's Rico, aka Originalgameboyz. My scariest moment in gaming is Alien Isolation. To this day, I haven't beat it. I refuse to beat it because there's one scene where you're walking through a hallway and these robot guys are trying to kill you, so you gotta sneak around just to avoid them, because once they find you, that's it, game over. I'm walking through this hallway and there's a vent in the ceiling. I wasn't paying attention at the time and something was dripping. I'm walking through, minding my own business. All of a sudden the alien just came out of that vent, took me in, dropped my controller. Ever since then, haven't played it. That's my scariest moment. Later.
Oh, you little bastards!
This next entry is rather new. It comes from 360, PS3, PS4, Xbox One era, and it's from The Evil Within. Now, when you first see the spider woman that you have to fight with fire, she's kind of disturbing to see her, the way she moves, the way she sounds, and how she just keeps coming after you, level after level. After a while, I got kind of frustrated with seeing her, and she became like my nemesis in the game, but the first time you see her, and just the way she moves and sounds is pretty creepy.
Necronomicon Ex Mortis.
No, I'm one of those different people. I never really got scared in any games. I never had a jump like, oh, that scared me. I mean, games like Eternal Darkness, no one's coming. Evil Within, cool. Resident Evil games, nah. This one, what got me was the creepy atmosphere. The music was so chilling. Titanic Adventure at the time for PC. I mean, you start off, the music's nice and calm, and then the boat's finally sinking. And you have to put yourself, you're in this big disaster, and there's not enough lifeboats for anybody. And the music gets intense. You gotta finish your mission. You have to get off the boat still. And you have to get off on one of the biggest disasters of all time.
Groovy.
Now, like most most of you, when Resident Evil did the remake, we were all excited for it. Remake games weren't really a big thing yet, they weren't all rehashed, and I was excited to play it again on a different console. And when the Crimson Heads came out that first time, when they got up, just that noise, how fast they are, how powerful they are, especially when you play on the harder settings, a great enemy character, and positioned in the right spot, they are still pretty scary.
I'm the guy with the gun.
How's it going? Fraser here with Buddy Play Gaming, PPG for short. My most memorable scary moment in a video game would probably have to be the first time I played Left 4 Dead 1. Wasn't really getting scared much by the zombies coming around until I encountered a witch for the first time. I had it going through my surround sound, so I'm sitting in the middle of the room and I hear like a weird coming from the side over here. I get a little closer and she's like, starts freaking out a little more. And I, didn't know what it meant at the time, went around the corner, and then she started going ballistic, screaming at me at the top of her lungs. And the worst part is it went from the front speakers to the side speaker to the other one behind me, so I didn't know where she was coming from. And then next thing I know, my character is on the back, this woman is going to town like crazy, scratching up my face, and I died. So there you go. I hope you enjoy. Happy Halloween.
And that's going to do it for this October. Happy Halloween, everyone. Again, everyone's link is going to be down in the description. I really hope you check out some of my buddies' channels. I know I had a lot of fun doing this, and I'm glad that everyone got to participate. Maybe we'll do something for Christmas, but who knows. Down in the comments, guys, let me know some of your favorite jump scares, scary music, or just some things that always remind you about Halloween. Maybe next year we can do a collaboration together too. Until next time, guys, I hope you get a lot of candy or trick-or-treaters and just have a great Halloween. Take care, guys.